I like summer camp. It's just a thing. It's like if my parents ask me, "Do you want to go to summer camp this year?" Straight away, it's just yes, I'm going to summer camp. It's not something I have to think about. It's just a thing that I do.
It's a different experience to what I would do normally.
What makes the 8th unique? Well, in my mind, I think it's the family atmosphere.
The 8th Darlington Scout Group, based in Cockton, is an independent group founded in 1915. They provide scouting for ages 6 to 24 through Beavers, Cubs, Scouts and beyond. Once a year they have a week-long summer camp. This year it was at Hexham in Northumberland. They arrived bright and early on Saturday, the 26th of July 2014 to start packing the van full of equipment, and then they set off.
Oh, we went to the den and we packed the minibus,
packed the van,
and then we went in the minibus and listened to Mark's music.
The time of my life. It's filming, isn't it? This way before. Honey, this is true. It's really scary because I'm looking at it.
We set up. We unloaded the minivan and then we put up our tents and then we put in the ground sheets and we struggled with the middle pull. And then we had lunch and then we buried a worm.
And then we were sent wood collecting.
Hi ho, it's home from work we go. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, it's home from work we go.
Yeah.
Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, it's home from work we go. Hi ho, hi ho.
The Scouts weren't the best at wood collecting, but after a bit of encouragement, courtesy of Neil, they returned with enough wood to cook their meals.
A bit more effort in. Hi ho, it's home from work we go. Hi ho, 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 hi ho.
That evening, the seniors decided that their food tent needed some improvements, so some fairy lights were strewn across the ridge of the tent, and some other decorations.
What? Can you explain what this is, Liam?
It's the foreground for the week. It's what we're going to be doing.
So that concluded Saturday.
Morning has broken like the first morning.
The Scouts arose bright and early on Sunday morning to flag break, which happens daily. This is where notices from the leaders, instructions about breakfast and a morning prayer is said. The rest of the day was spent building gadgets.
The higher the other one is.
Well done.
Can you go up into a...
Get a piece of string. Yeah, do it for there. I'll put it well, yeah.
Wow!
My favourite thing of summer camp is watching whatever we've done throughout the year on a Thursday night in the Scout Hut come real, because you can see things happen in real life and you understand why that we've been teaching them everything through the year, and you can see a result for your efforts and shouting and bawling at them during the year.
No. Hey, the gate works. Sort of. Wow. Gadget building is going surprisingly well. We've made quite a few gadgets and it's going to get us a couple of points. It's the British summer, we have to stop for 5 minutes.
Why does it always rain on me? Is it because I lied when I was 17? Why does it always rain on me?
care to take a look in our kitchen? First, open the gate. The most important thing about the kitchen is the fire. Cook everything on here, burn everything we don't need, keeps us warm, makes cups of tea, makes everybody happy. In addition to the fire, we have plenty of gadgets around the kitchen. Cutlery holder here. Table there. Washing up dispenser. Drying rack. Additional cutlery holder. Frying pan holder. Have to be face down so they don't collect rainwater. Water carrier stand. Billy rack to hold your billies. A mug tree to hold mugs on. Tea towel rack to dry out and hang tea towels. It's a very effective kitchen. This. Here, Liam, we have the dry pit and the wet pit. The dry pit is where we put all the ashes from the fire the night before in the morning. What they look for inspection is no food and no ash around the side. This is the wet pit. This is where we drain all the liquid foods. This is where you get rid of all the excess water. As you can see, quite a lot of food on the top, so this will have to be burnt off. It's made by sticks across the pit, and then we layer grass on top as a filter. They'll have to be burned off later today before inspection and replaced with some other grass.
That's nice.
The toilets aren't very nice. But better than nothing. Holes in the ground with a little seat over the top.
Animal cruelty.
I feel like David Attenborough. No?
It's better than not going into this. Yeah. That's true.
Sunday was concluded with cheese and crackers for supper before the Scouts hit the hay and the seniors headed to their food shelters to play cards.
In Switzerland. Scotland won. You go skiing in Scotland.
Wake up, it's a beautiful morning. Feel the sun shining for your eyes.
There was a quick flag break and wash on Monday morning so the Scouts could depart for their walk along Hadrian's Wall.
The hike on Monday along Hadrian's Wall was quite hard because it was a really hot day.
We walked about 7 or 8 miles along the wall from Housteads to Caulfield Quarry.
It was tiring. Yeah, it was very tiring.
My feet hurt by the end of it, but I enjoyed the walk because we got to see interesting things.
We got the pace.
We were lucky enough to meet up with the ice cream van at Steel Rig, and everyone enjoyed a nice lollipop. If you see some of the Scouts in the shirts, you can see traces of lollipop down their shirts.
Lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop.
It was more hilly than I remembered.
Because you're a Scout.
Meanwhile, back at camp, the seniors were hard at work.
I'm saying rather. Why is he just recording us?
It was the seniors on Tuesday morning who needed to make a quick getaway as they were doing their 15-mile hike. Back at camp, the Scouts were doing something completely new. Super Scout.
To do loads of different activities with different leaders to determine who is the Super Scout.
I got 25 points in the wildlife.
So the day of Super Scout, it was something new we thought we'd try for the first time.
The bleep test,
The
rope throw through the different meters.
I was rubbish at that.
Then what else?
We named animals.
We named animals.
I did rubbish
I've
at
nearly got them all.
map signs. I got 3 on map signs.
There was a circle church, a square church, and a church.
I just said and
A
there
knot
was a
race.
knot
Knot
race. You had
race.
to do 5 different.
Well, just like hand
knots.
actions.
It was, the knots were reef knot,
timber
hitch, clove hitch, sheep bend,
and fisherman's
and
knot.
fisherman's knot.
How does it feel to be the winner of the Leaders 5-knot challenge?
Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm so chuffed. I'm so proud of everything that I've learned in the 150 years I've been with the Scouts. I can actually do 5 knots.
I won.
On Tuesday night, in camp, it was the X-Fire.
It's a really strange event, but a really enjoyable event, where you can sing songs that span 4 decades, that everybody knows, everybody sings along to, and everybody does the actions for Copacabana, amongst other things.
Here at the Copacabana, music and passion, we're always in fashion at the Copa. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads.
Earlier that day, the seniors were making their way along Hadrian's Wall. They stole Lishman, the group bear, from Neil, and for entertainment, they got random ramblers they passed to be photographed with the bear. It wasn't long before the seniors realised that their useless senior leader had dropped them off 3 miles from where they were supposed to be. However, it didn't take them long to reroute, and they soon arrived at the BP monument, the place where they stopped to have lunch.
She's going to go for a pan out.
Then they headed to Codlaw Farm, the place where they were stopping overnight. That evening they provided their own entertainment.
Open the door.
Yeah. What?
Which didn't end well.
Oh, can I have a drink?
Lishman also enjoyed himself.
A little bit of Maverick all night long. A little bit of Jessica, here I am. A little bit of you makes me your man.
Where are you going today, Maverick?
We are going to Hexham swimming baths. 'Cause we stink.
Summer camp, it was when we did leapfrog around the whole field.
That was
Oh,
fun.
that was fun.
Neil has
This
a
was
video
earlier
of
on
it.
today. Poppy
Yeah,
has
we
footage.
leapfrogged. No, not me, Neil.
That's it. Maddie!
That morning, the scouts put on camouflage paint to try and achieve the stalker badge.
We had to put makeup on, and it was all black and green and brown, and we looked like weird. And so we went through the grass over there, and then we went round to the tree, and apparently they could see us the whole time, and we looked really funny.
They could never see us.
They could.
I think I have the best makeup.
My legs say everything.
Oh, let me just get over to the week. Just tell her how bloody bad they were.
Wake me up before you go. Don't leave me hanging on like a yo-yo. Wake me up before you go. I don't wanna miss it.
Every morning at camp, inspection takes place. Each patrol is checked to make sure that they are maintaining high camping standards. After inspection, everyone in camp departed to Killip lead mine.
Welcome to Killip Lead Mine.
On this side is an overshot waterway, so the water comes over the top to turn the wheel. Now unfortunately this one's not working, it's not working because it's
It has like an underground thing on the jiggy.
I had a good time. I found the what they call them? The dunking tubs. Yes, the handles on them were fantastic for getting 40 winks on.
It was fun and exciting. Liam and Harry kept getting bullied by Neil and the lady.
Throughout the week, all the campers took part in the volleyball tournament. There was no clear winner, but everybody thoroughly enjoyed themselves.
I can't do anything. Oh, don't worry.
I slaughtered back at the end.
Nah, you won it.
Everyone then returned to camp to prepare for the game of Night Stalker. Some took this more seriously than others.
James,
What we are doing here, Liam, is essential camouflaging to dress of our native surroundings. Too serious.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get grass to stick to my hoodie.
Hang on.
How many gaps have I still got?
Who said that?
Then the game commenced. Despite the thorns and nettles, everyone had a great time running through the grass at night. They then returned to their sleeping bags to get a good night's sleep. On Friday morning, it was wet, so the Camp Commonwealth Games were cancelled, so there was a quiz in the marquee instead. That was pretty boring, so we didn't have footage of that. That afternoon, PL's Choice was also cancelled, so there was a communal meal in the marquee. Fancy dress was optional.
We did PL's Choice, but we didn't do it as we usually would. The seniors, thanks Liam, made a big chili, and we all ate that.
And then we made our own puddings and gave them to the people we chose to come to our PL's Choice.
Yeah.
I'm not being
I do
zedded.
fencing.
Really?
We'll happily do it with the kids.
We don't put any thought
You were safe on that box.
Spoon sat there.
The two PLs also made speeches about their time at summer camp and in Scouts. Sam's was particularly touching.
Go Sam.
It was alright.
My favourite thing about camping, or coming to summer camp, is campfire. Campfire, I don't know, it's just good, it's fun. It's everyone getting together and just relaxing and being together at the same time.
Burning, campfire burning, draw nearer, in the glowing, come sing and be merry.
Campfire's burning, campfire's burning, draw nearer, in the glowing, come sing and be merry, come sing and be merry.
At the campfire, both patrols prepared a stunt. The Badgers, mainly Holly C, performed an extract from Phantom of the Opera.
Down once more to the dungeon of my black despair. Down we plunge to the prison of my mind. Down that path into darkness deep as...
There's gonna catch the death of cold, on Ilkley Moor by Tart. There's gonna catch the death of cold, there's gonna catch the death of cold, back in the middle of the night. On Ilkley Moor by Tart, on Ilkley Moor by Tart, on Ilkley Moor by Tart.
Where the orangutans involve themselves in a hearty game of chess.
It's almost, the fire's almost gone, the light is almost gone, the camera's almost out of charge.
Like the fireside when the lights are low, singing a doo wop a doo wop a doo wop a doo, didgeridoo wop a doo wop a doo wop a doo, didgeridoo wop a doo wop a doo wop a doo, didgeridoo wop a doo wop a doo wop a doo, didgeridoo wop a doo wop a doo wop a doo. I like the fly.
After the Scouts went to bed, something fishy happened.
It's swimming, leave it alone.
With the fish disposed of, the Scouts could start dismantling camp. Everyone scanned the field and packed the van before heading back to the Scout headquarters, where the winner of the camp trophy was announced. There was also a going up ceremony for Sam, who was moving from Scouts to Seniors.
Good, Google it.
Squids or the Owls won with 556, but they were very closely fought by the Badgers on 544, so well done Sam, well done Paddy. Paddy, would you like to come forward and collect the trophy? No? Well, tough luck, because you're doing it.
Me.
Scouts.
Sam, what can we say about Sam, apart from me personally? I have absolutely loved having you in our Scouts every second of the time you've been with us. We've had such a good laugh, and you've learned, as far as I'm concerned, you've learned a lot. You look like you thoroughly enjoyed it. You joined in everything we did. You put your heart and soul into it, and I've loved it. And all I can say is, I hope you've had as much fun in Seniors and Rovers as you've had in Scouts. Do you want to say anything?
Eighth Darlington Scout Group, Summer Camp, 2014 at Exeter. Group dismissed.
What makes the 8th Scout Group unique is, well, this I think, our camping, the way we camp, the way we interact as a family at camp is what makes us unique.
To see kids join at 7 and 8 in the Beavers and Cubs and see them develop through scouting, through what we do here at the summer camp and other things as well, learning from their peers and learning from the leaders.
And seeing how much they've developed and how much they grow as a group together. Just watching them, observing them, getting to know them. I really enjoy that about camp.
If you don't go, you miss all the fun.
Getting away from home and turning off the internet for a week.
I like the people we go camping with, they're all fun.
The 8th Scout group is unique because we get to cook on open fires.
Because my mum pays before I say I don't want to go.
Cause it like to and it's fun.
Cause it like to.
Once you're part of the 8th, you stay part of the 8th.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.